slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more presto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Rick Rock, TikTok, West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Strip that ball.
Jackson options out left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 29, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go. Back.
They go counter with Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He'll hit Jackson, complete, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jackson, option right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick throw taken in by Snead. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 12 yards there and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just 5'9". Hey, Alpha.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 120.
On 1st down, Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check 4, check 4, bring it to you.
Again, it's Howard. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, this is Howard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he just falls short.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass dirt.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Cut. 180. Value three.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Our first carry down for Jordan Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Empty. Watch the whip. He's coming. Great 57.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Waiting. 58, the mark. Hey, watch the screen.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go. Check. Hey, watch it.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Deuce.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on third. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. And that's complete to Cooks. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st and 10, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He's got daylight. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
46 down, man.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
After the interception, here's Gall. That'll be caught by Cup. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's checking, he's hurting, spill.
Here's Gall. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Sproles. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Howard trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check 24. Check 24. Run. Check. Come on now.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Check. Two jet. 43 is the mic, boy. 40. Go. Check. 43.
Going for it with Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, we got 3 out.
On the toss play, Howard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
I'm coming after you. Undercrush.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Shorty.
Running from the gun with Howard. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Under 10. Two jet. Safe. Slam.
On fourth down, it's Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hang in there now.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 22 jet bomber. You got black. Check three. Hey. Man 5-7.
From the gun on third down, Wentz trying to lay one up deep, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 36 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Eagles 31, Rams 10. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz going to look deep for Jeffrey, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, gone. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff throwing again. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Goff now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure's...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 54 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That goes for a gain of 31. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown, and a big turnover.
Time to bring the base bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the base bird.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here we go. Ready? Check. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, 57. Hey, Mike 7. He's tired of me.
Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's Howard. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. 66 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23.
Check 43.
And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Coming to you, showing it.
From the 27, Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check 4. Come back.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 26, check 26.
Now McCoy. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past one man. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180. They can't handle that.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go counter with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Bravo. Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike, 50.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys Get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Buying time to his left. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 15. Nice 7, let's go.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
15. Delta.
Alert 3.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They're going deep for Hill, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Break down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Jump. Yellow. Hey, go. Exit. Hey, 43, 15. Mike, 54. Danny. Kill.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Check it out,
At the 29-yard line.
Attack! You got tight. Come back! You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 29, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Yellow! On the line! All you get is a headache. He's yellow. He's checking crowd. 40 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give him 13 yards.